Hi, everybody. Good morning. Sorry, I'm just a little bit late. I'm trying to do a little technical experiment. My brother suggested that I put these on a YouTube channel, and I'm going to do that. So I'm double recording it so that I can have a little higher quality. Look at that. Look at that production value. The hand in the front of the camera is very high production value. Good morning. So here's the story. When I was starting a new school in high school, I started a new high school. Now, it may be very hard to believe, but when I was young, I was kind of a nerdy, geeky kind of weirdo. I know. I grew up to be so cool. But, hi, Porthos. Yeah, so I was felt like I was unpopular in junior high school, and I went to a new high school, and so I wanted to be more popular. So I spent and most people didn't know me, so I spent the first few weeks sort of observing people, and then I started doing some social experiments, and I discovered something that was amazing to me. If you listen to people, they'll like you. That's sort of the secret. That was my secret power. So I just started listening to people. I became very popular. Okay, smash cut to many years later, and I'm being again attacked by dogs. Okay, guys, I'm talking to the people. Had a child. Maybe you've met him. His name is Yogi. And he is debuting in the high school play tonight. Very exciting. We went to Play Mountain Place, which is where he spent his preschool years. And when he was very young, we got this extremely great pamphlet about how to deal with tantrums and just how to deal with kids in general. One of the things when a kid has a tantrum, that's sort of the natural thing, and this is great advice for anybody who has little kids. The sort of the natural or normal way to deal with that is you tell them to stop. You can't. This is unacceptable behavior. That doesn't work at all. Those are dogs running around my house. That doesn't work at all. See. What works? Think about when you're a child or person and you're upset, and somebody tells you to not be upset. That doesn't help. If you're upset and you say, and somebody says, "Oh, I get it. I understand. I understand that you're upset. I hear that you're upset. That must be hard for you to be upset." So for our child, that worked like a magic power. So he's having a tantrum. He's upset. And instead of saying, this is an acceptable behavior to be upset right now, don't be upset, you shouldn't be upset. When a baby or a child is 2 or 3, it's really easy to say, what you're upset about is unreasonable, so shut up. Don't think that. You don't want to say that. But yeah, and it's very upsetting that someone else is upset, especially because they can't have a candy bar or something immature, because they're acting so mature when they're 2 or 3. I mean, come on, grow up. But if you say, I understand, you're hurting, you're upset, you have emotions, I get it, I understand, they're there, I get it. All of a sudden they go, oh, thank goodness. And the tantrum goes away. It's like magic. It really is like magic. Okay, smash cut to day before yesterday during the election coverage. This guy comes on, NBC, and his name is Glenn Beck. And I'm waiting for this bloviating, pink-faced blowhard that I used to know, who was like a sort of a Rush Limbaugh clone who became famous for just saying outrageous things. And he was quiet and thoughtful and a little upset, and he said, we just need to listen to people. Now, apparently, Glenn Beck has had some kind of transformation, and I was shocked. I was like, wow. That's amazing. But his point was, the election went the way it did in large part because there's a huge part of the population that hasn't been listened to, or feel like they haven't been listened to. Now, going forward, I personally would really like to see, and this is for everybody, personal and political, on a national level, I would really like to see us try to come together. And I want to encourage everybody on a political level to listen to people that they disagree with. You don't have to agree with, but people need to be listened to. I think it's very important to listen to people. And I think that can really, really help. And acknowledge that they have concerns. And acknowledge that they have feelings. I think it's a very powerful thing. And it's super duper powerful on a personal level. If you're having problems with somebody, and just to sort of turn it around, right? Think about how great it feels when somebody listens to you. I mean, we have this thing in our family with my wife that a lot of times what we need. My son is listening to his podcast as he comes down the stairs. If you can hear that, a lot of times what you need when you're upset is just to be heard. You just need somebody to say, "I hear you. I hear what you're saying," or just listen. Just listen. And you just listen to what they're saying. It's amazing, and you think about how great it feels when somebody listens to you. So if you go out and you listen, and you don't have to agree, but they need to be listened to. And a lot of times, it's about acknowledging. I heard this great thing this morning. If somebody has a chip on your shoulder, just let them take a bow. The chip will fall off. But that was great. Listening and acknowledging. Acknowledging that they have that concern. You don't have to agree with them, but if you don't listen to them, you're just going to get into a fight. And if you listen to them waiting for the opportunity to say your piece, everybody, I mean, you've been in that situation, right? You listen. You know that somebody's just waiting. They're not even listening to what you're saying. They're just waiting for an opportunity for you to take a breath so they can start talking. Listening is great. Listening is a very, very important skill. I mean, it's not even a skill. It's just a choice. It's just a way to deal with somebody, to listen to them. And it'll change the way they behave. Because once they're listened to, they're so relieved and happy, they might listen to you. They might not. And then you'll feel better, and then everybody feels better, and then the world is a beautiful, rosy place. Okay, now, from the moment you've all been waiting for, today's trivia question. All right, what country is bordered by two countries, just two countries, and is at one point was the source of the second biggest empire in history, the second biggest empire in history in terms of land mass. The largest empire in terms of land mass was the British Empire at its greatest extent. So that's sort of a clue, kind of, not really. So what country, it still exists, I'm not sure if it continuously existed, I didn't look it up, was the source of the second biggest empire of all time and was bordered by only two countries right now. Almost touches a third, but doesn't. If I told you the two countries, you'd know the answer, so I'm not going to tell you the two countries. This particular place is amazing, and I kind of want to visit it. I kind of want to visit a lot of places. So that's the trivia question for today. I just want to acknowledge for those of you who weren't yesterday that I was totally wrong when Jeffy said that the Supreme Court person was Taft. It was Taft. I thought John Quincy Adams was on the Supreme Court, but he wasn't. What he did was he went into Congress after being president, which is weird. That's my defense for being wrong. I was wrong. I should have listened. Listen. Okay, so go out and listen. Listen to those people. Listen to those people. The people you disagree with, listen. And don't call people names. Don't call people names. It's not it's not a way to win friends and influence people, is to call them names. Piparachi, how are ya? So I'd like to go on and on because Pete Parachi's here, but I have to go to work and stuff and do things. So if you just joined, you missed most of it, but luckily it's recorded. So I'm gonna start putting all these, all the good ones, up on YouTube, and you can check out my blog at the3simplesteps.com/blog, and I'll put some stuff up there, and I want you to listen to people. Listen, acknowledge, understanding. It's a key to life. Okay? Bye. Oh, tomorrow. Oh, don't forget, tomorrow. Friday morning dance party. Pretty sure we're going to do some Prince. Pretty sure I'm going to do 1999, because I was dreaming when I wrote this. So sue me if it goes too fast. Get down and boogie. Get down and boogie. All right, bye.